Hello, everybody. How are you? Hello, friends. I hope you're having a great Thursday or Friday by the time you watch this. This is going to be a very important video, so I hope that you're going to watch it. There was just an energy shift. Right before I turned on the camera, I was putting my jewelry and I realized I forgot my rings. So as soon as I matched my rings with my necklace, I was super nervous before doing the video, and I was step into the room. I spilled some water on the floor. By the time I went to grab the towel, I realized I didn't have my rings, so I grabbed the rings. And so it's like the power of the energies that you can feel in the jewelry, in the crystals, in the artworks. This is super powerful for our mood or mindset or abilities. Like right now, I was like, I'm not sure how I'm gonna say everything I need to put up today, presenting my programs, talk about family. So who's watching right now? Don't have many viewers, but it's about the quality of the friends and the inspiration, the mentors, probably, Tony Robbins, the masterminds, the president and his lovely wife, all the new networks that I'm discovering as I evolved on the journey through the art. But you realize that any ways that you're studying, educating yourself, or traveling, discovering new cultures, leads you to also a self-development journey where you're always trying to discover the mysteries of life, of course, but your own superpowers. And it's really, I talk a lot about magic all the time. I was always interested in it and believed, like doing, like little ritual with salt around me when I was 14, like calling the guardians of the elements and stuff. And, I was watching this show Charmed. And so I was like, oh yeah, there's an archangel who's gonna come, in the living room or whatever. And then you realize that little by little it manifested and amplified all along of my life, and more since the paintings and the crystals is all of that. And now that I'm exposed to it every day, it's like I was using this image of a boiling pot, right? If it's covered and the water is boiling, it's gonna start like a volcano. At some point it's gonna explode, right? So you want to be able to let the knowledge, let the information out, the potential, all of that, use it to manifest it into sharing it with other people, talking about it with your friends, your family on the phone, or sharing on Facebook. Maybe the fact that I got isolated coming in a country and getting divorced and be left in a place where I know a few people, but they're all very busy in their own business, all struggling through on journey, was a way that I kind of had to share it publicly, share it on YouTube, on Facebook, because it was my own therapy to express my struggles while being a mom, building a business, and at the same time needed the reassurance, the security that just brings me so much anxiety of, am I going to be able to stay? I'm in my dream house, but constantly wondering, am I going to be able to afford it? I traveled a lot when I was younger, and I loved that, constantly being on the move. And one day I was like, I'm ready to put my suitcase down. I'm ready to have security, and as soon as it gets comfortable, then we had to move, and then come here, and then the divorce, and then you feel like I'm constantly okay. But on the other side of that, finding my mentors, finding people who are extremely successful. I'm talking about presidents, mentors, TV stars and influencers, musicians, rock stars, I don't know, teachers, all of us, right? So Matthias, that I went to the journey in Egypt. You see, I'm doing my flight. I'm doing my flyers about, so this one would be for option for the Flower of Life Art Retreats. This is the workshop program. Okay, so 4 days, 5 nights. This is all options that I created to show you kind of like where the value ladder can take you. If you're starting from a workshop of a day, like a mandala lunch, you can still partner with friends to share on your network, because what I'm offering, this information, like I was saying, that wants to come out, if you don't share it, I don't know, for me, fulfillment, despite of the success being so stressful or feeling mostly financially, because I've had a great network building this vision, this confidence. It's just the return financially, the stress of affording all these amount bills and stuff made me want to stop constantly, to give up, to be like, this is too difficult. But there was always this network, this magical stuff that I would discover while watching the paintings activate, transport me to other timelines. Literally, as close as yesterday, I made another video that's going to be posted pretty much at the same time on my YouTube, that you must watch as well, about my time traveling experience and mental, like, balancing your emotion, being able to control your emotions, because through the adrenaline, this is what we're creating, the vibe we're emanating in the people around you, in the community, and therefore the whole world. Because really, I promise you, it's a wave. Like, it's a wave. There's waves. Everybody's a wave constantly. And mostly with social media, we're absorbing so much information that it matters. It really matters what you're putting out there, you know? So all of that every day I thought it was so passionate that I would have to put this on a book, on all these people who inspire. So now I know I want to talk about Dean, of course, because there is the book that I wrote, the encyclopedia, is obviously mostly about the arts and stuff, and the masterminds, because we started the businesses at the same time. They have helped me evolve, and I started there shortly after I discovered the inner circle and the project Next, the challenges that everybody in the network being reunited through that. I knew that I wanted to work with the masterminds. So in my head, I was like, I'm going to follow everything that they say. The value ladder, I was like, really, I'm doing my art? But yeah, no, you're right. When he was like, you know what, if you have a knowledge and you're not saying to the world, you're screwing people over. And I was like, no, yeah, that's true, because every day it brings so much value to my life, like inspiration, even in the diverse crisis, financial crisis, motherly crisis, I don't know, anything, the world is in crisis. People need reference points. They need someone to call. They need to publish, to feel accomplished, feel that they're leaving a legacy, connection. All of that, that helped me go through all these stages, that, I don't know, when I was like, I'm going to stop painting, I'm done. And so it's funny to get to that point of the business where I pushed it all the way through. And then there was, I know, the intensity of the emotions, because I've been by myself for 3 years. I tried to work with people, not you. They work with everybody else, but not me, okay? Because yes, I've been protected for some years. Stuff happened, but I was not guilty. Can we remember that, please? I was not guilty. I was protected. And after that, nobody wanted to work with me. It was always no. Here and there left. You can tell that I haven't tried to promote the business to make it less stressful. At the same time, I learned some lessons and some stuff, yes, but I was like, either I fall silent so I don't bother anybody, or I speak louder. My emotions, my presence, Okay, my knowledge, all this stuff that exists, and that, like I said, it wants to speak through me as well, through each one of us. But why this censorship from all the parts? Because I get it, lots of emotions, and you maybe just got married, and but if you're married to someone who has immense success and inspiring people every day, and you can't take that there's fans and people who want to work with them, and that didn't expect that I was going to find a mentor that is just like, we have the same mindset, not the same ideas on everything or beliefs, because we have two different like point of views on things, but at the same time the same vision of like communication, opening dialogues, helping people out, believing in the magic of life. Otherwise you're gonna ride your whole life not knowing what else you can do or what it's like there in New York City or whatever. So I'm reaching to the end of this business now. We're also annoyed with each other. Like, I don't know if it's I don't have a huge family, sisters, people to watch my kid when I need. I'm by myself, taking care of my house, doing my business, posting on my social media to keep contact, sanity still with the world, trying to work with people. I spend my days writing motivation letters, resumes. This shit takes time, guys. Take care of my son, trying to be a good mom, with zero income. Thank you very much. Okay, so I got to the point of my business that I'm like, I pushed it to the highest level. I have 4 different masterminds. 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 7 days, whatever you want. Chakra adventure, around the world, at your business, at the pool, anything, 12 masterminds with any kind of topics, the prophecies, health, wellness, motherhood, Metatrons Cube, a whole season of the Metatrons Cube, 4, 5 versions. I sent out paintings to everybody because I was like, if nobody's gonna buy from me, I need to gift it, because the point of selling of a painting, the art, is that people are gonna see it every day. Mostly if you have someone in mind when you want to create something for them, you have their energy. This is how I see you in shape and colors, or this is a story, come back for season 2 or season 3, like the Kardashians, So everything I pushed it to all of that. All the journey is recorded. I wrote the book. With all of my heart, every single person. I'm a single mom. I mean, yes, I'm looking for dates, I'm looking for dating someone. I'm looking for having a relationship, have someone to count on, to evolve together, work, move, travel, whatever. As a woman, I want to go live in New York City. This is my dream. When I studied, when I worked at embassies in Bahrain, I was going to go live in Paraguay, be hired at an embassy, and decided to come to the United States, and after all that, through the art and my child, and I did new stuff. Took me like a gap, kind of 10 years. I'm ready. I want to imagine the dream to work in New York City at the United Nations. This is my highest thing, and bringing all these programs with me, which in the end, what I'm fed up is to work on my own, and the struggle of having network and clients that just come to me, it takes so much time, or calling people that actually respond, and I able to organize fast workshops, bringing people to the table and all of that. So logistics, and having a team of people that you see every day, you can talk to. Working at the United Nations, this would be the best, because I can be in New York City. I can fly to Jacksonville whenever we need to do retreats, gathering, or work from home. Use the house for for this, for women, health, society, culture, all of that, and then go to the office and bring scientists to talk about engineering, all of that. Work with the mastermind, go to Florida to the studio and talk about the mission of the United Nations, what kind of projects, what the value ladder brought us to through all the challenges. Okay, saying, hey, you know what? I've been following Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins for 5 years, 7 years, 10, 15 years, I don't know. I followed every step of the way. I never gave up. The universe had my back when I don't know, there was always something come up to push me through, and when it was really the last minute, they hired me, like a bridge opened up in the sky, like I time travel. It was crazy. But yes, I'm sorry if I could hurt feelings, or be too invasive in life, but it would be easier. I try to be friends with every single person I write to or send gifts, or because we I don't know, we created something, and then all this work, what? It's gonna just be a PDF file, and when I'm gone, the website up by no trace. That's it. The book is everything that we can have on paper. I mean, publishing it would lower the cost of printing and buying for the sellers. It would be a recognition that we can work and bring teams together, families together. We can be each other's family. We can be friends. We can be higher than our fears or trust, Support. I listen also. So yeah. I've been talking so much. I prepared a bunch of notes, actually. I'm just gonna read them. Okay. So the trainings, option 1, option 2, look on the website. I'm not gonna read it. You have all the details. The best option, I think they're all the best option for different categories of people, right? The option 1, the Mandala Lunch, would be more for people who are already in Jacksonville. Let's imagine this is a training for the masterminds, right? How would I explain to create your offer, your value ladder? I still want to be an associate, partner of the masterminds. I know their mindset. I'm dearly, dearly friends with Dean and Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins, he's like my guardian angel, like the strong guardian. This tree the other day that fell off, like right after my son, 10 minutes after my son was gone. I was like, yeah, this is divine protection. That's no way it could have happened another way. Like, oh my god. I still want to be a part of the masterminds, like to continue their speech, their legacy, their work, and be recognized as their number one fan in the history of the world. I don't think you can find more loyal fan and student than me. There is none. Okay. Let's be clear with that. So Mandala Lunch, you come to my house. It's a 6 hours day, 10 to 4. So if you have kids, you're still in your schedule. We paint a 8x8 mandala, number of infinity, and a little symbol. You paint all day. My friend Elizabeth comes with her massage table. She's an Ayurveda specialist, so she's doing Ayurvedic massages. She did a full body massage for me the other day. That was amazing. 30 minutes by the pool, relax, have lunch, get back to painting all day for a group of friends or co-workers, sisters, It's perfect. I prefer if you already come with your own group, so it's easier for me, I don't have to look for other people. Or you can ask me a date, I will publish it and try to gather other people. That's what I used to do every week, but I got tired of it because I had to spend the whole week finding people, like promoting on Facebook, writing newsletters, sending emails, and that it's a full-time job, right? So I stopped. This is the reason why I stopped doing specific dates, because once I have a specific date, maybe now I will start doing it again. I don't know, but I want a job now. I want my reassurance that I want to work with a team. I want my job. I want to move to New York City. Then, as a team, you do that, I do that. We join back together to do that. Like, one is on the social media, finding the registrations. One is preparing the logistic, the supplies. The other one, I don't know, whatever. I think 2 or 3, or unless it's a huge class or conference, but of finding the partners, all of that. So this is more for the 4, right? The team building mastermind, Pachamama Encyclopedia. Here you go. Pachamama Art Encyclopedia. So my goal is to work with the Naval Postgraduate School and the Resonance Science Foundation for creating new engineering based on free energy, spaceships, and then why not with NASA, the Blue Angels, the Thunderbirds. Yeah, respond to the mission of the United Nations. Yeah, very cool programs. I sneak some magic wands in there because, might as well put magic wands to everybody. Then the Flower of Life Art Retreat. See, this would be amazing to do with the Arsayan Foundation because they have a majority of groups of women who are into the Flower of Life, sacred geometries, all the teaching of Matthias, who are doing the exact same thing, creating a school with healing and arts and networking and new people. So gathering here at my house for a week at the pool, enjoying the Florida weather, having organic juices by my friends. Then we go to my friend Elizabeth center. She's gonna open her own center, so we can go there to have the treatments done, Ayurvedic treatments. And in the same time, we're doing painting, crystals, oracles, all of that. Even I'm trying with all of these workshops to create an oracle project. Like, for example, with the Mandala Lunch, it's a small artwork. So if you want to participate, at the end, we take pictures and we can create an oracle card deck with all the students and our paintings, creations together. Okay. And for that as well, we can do like a Flower of Love deck, right? That was the idea, doing a Flower of Love deck. Love, 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 love. I never want to interfere in people's happiness, you guys, like, my mentors, I love them so much. I don't want to do stuff that make them or their family frustrated or unhappy. It's like the point of all of that is to spread love around, to show that we all understand and support in our missions and in our families. Yeah. I would love to organize that. And then the option number 2. So let me show you kind of the posters that I've been promoting. So this one is also my friend Elizabeth. She's the one who's doing the massage. That was for my birthday. This is for the NPS trainings at the with the United Nations. Nassim Haramein, who is a great scientist from the resonance science. So working on new energies with engineers would be great. Then I still, like I said, want to do conferences with the masterminds and go work even in schools with the United Nations. And all of that, the mastermind, the business is there to spread out the information that we want people to have more quickly, more massively. It doesn't have to be quickly, like things take time, mind needs to evolve and stuff, but more massively, because you see that sometimes if the information doesn't reach other people, they're missing out on some ideas and progress. And I don't know, this morning on the radio I heard that some people might need help to do their resumes and things that you wouldn't know. And this is for the option 2. So this one is a 3 days workshop where we're not doing a vision board and you don't have the wand. It's a crystal, but it's not a magic wand. My oracle, not the encyclopedia. So this one is kind of like a low cost version of my team building mastermind. So if you're in a company where I don't know, you don't have a lot of budget, not taking enough taxes, or you don't have a lot of time because you're busy, you need the 3 days. 1 day is not long enough, but you need the 3-day training for full cultural symbolism, artistic paintings, discussions, conversations. You get all of my paintings in the Mother Earth Mandala Oracle, 44 of them. And for me, it's still beneficial because it's a minimum of 7 persons. So I still make enough to be able to travel to you, or 30 participants. But for you, it's easier to afford for your team and stuff. So that's a great combo as well. But like I say, it's just the mandala. There's no vision boards or encyclopedia. Probably will do a mini booklet still for you to have something. But this is really more philosophical, let's say, or strategic. There will be more conversations around the table, like how do we make a plan of action? How do we do a mind map, or some personality activities, all kind of team building activities that you can then reuse with your teams. Okay, so it's maybe the least artistic. No, I don't want to say that, but there is less crafting. You know what I mean? Still artistic, no, of course, bringing the art into the politics. Look at these guys, of course, they're super artistic. They actually, they use a lot of symbolism at the White House, in the media, everywhere. The colors, everything matters. You see, it's like photography. Everything is an art of communication. The image you give out, the energy, what you produce as well, not just in the economy, but in the mindset of people. So of course this is art, but like I said, more applied to business strategies, politics, and less craft, like vision boards and stuff. This one and this one, yeah, it's gonna be more into health, vegan recipes, massages, the body, the psychology, all of that. And this is going to be the most technical, the most knowledge, applied actions, to go further and really implement in our actions of every day. Wow. Okay, so action, health, politics, art, just art, and yeah, right? It's more symbolism, cultural, let's say. This is more cultural, actually. Symbols of the world is what the oracle is going to be called. Yep, that's it, the 4 program. Look how awesome is that. Yay! All these, isn't it cool? Culture, yeah, talking about interculturality, identity, all of this stuff, stories. These are all my people. These are all my 3 past years, all my work that I've created. This is the accomplishment, and I'm ready to. When you're finished, you're ready to quit. That's it. Okay, work is done. No, now is the time that we have to spread it and implement it. But this is when I'm running out of resources completely and the most stressful. So let's see what happens. If you're listening to this, Mr. President, United Nations, Antonio Guterres, please hire me. I'm ready. This is the kids' holidays next week. I'm ready to move out next weekend. Like literally, I can start packing my suitcases. I don't even need to bring anything. Everything's furnished. June 1st, July 1st, I can start work. August 1st, whatever. July 1st would be amazing. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it, please. Okay, have a great day, everybody. I love you all very much. And I did not read my stuff. Okay. I'm gonna read all my notes. Can we all just be friends? Look, we have been in this business for years. It's someone works for all of us. I'm not mad at anyone. I just need to be surrounded by like-minded people. My goal is to connect our branches. But I need nothing. All is ready. Let's go for it. I need security. If I have to start over. Oh yeah, this was one of a question that was asked to Kim Kardashian by Jay Shetty in the interview. He told her, if you had to start over, what would you do? This was very interesting because all these notes I was taking when I was listening the past few days interviews. If someone asked me that question, and I had to really like the universe is listening, right, to make it happen. You see, when you write it, all these is little wishes. And I was like, what would I do right now? Like, I feel accomplished because I pushed my business to the end. Or to a full offer. Full service offer. I'm so proud of myself right now. Like, everything. Like, I did everything. Website, videos, technique, everything. It's crazy. But it's good because now if I work in an organization, I know everyone's role. I know the challenges. I know the solutions. How to connect and stuff, all that. So this is awesome. If I had to start over, I would go to the United Nations and just focus on that. Which is kind of my stuff, to unite everybody. This is what I've been trying to do since the art. Otherwise, I would just be doing my little paintings just for me. But also the inspiration comes from the outside world. If you're an artist, it comes from within, but it also you're representing what you're seeing, not just yourself, others as well. Thoth is a true time traveler. He knew about the shapeshifters' artwork. Okay, I was probably derailing a little bit. Then I was like, okay, to explain about Dean. Oh yeah, because I'm sorry, I know there is this, okay, look, I vote a cult to the man, okay? Can we just agree on that? So, okay, that's knowledge. It's no secret. He's my partner in Rive. I believe this has transformed the world of communication massively, you know? And I know you're happy. And like I said, the tension, just like a pot, right? If you just open the pot a little bit and let it flow, the tension comes out. I think, yeah. But the world of communication, because have you seen how the level of the visuals that we see on the internet, of people's mindset, of people's ambition, because has raised, has up leveled. Imagine the Resonance Science Foundation. Okay, so these guys, it's pretty much everything that science used to say, this is impossible, this is magic, this is the logic things, when they go more from intuition to find out stuff, or they move for an idea. For example, an idea that I would have is wormholes are time traveling portals. Okay, and by replicating the structure of a wormhole, okay, the vacuum force or this stuff, replicating that, you can use that to recreate a machine for time traveling, just like in Back to the Future. This would be my theory. I just wake up in the morning and know that. Okay, but now they go from a hypothesis that comes from their intuition and then try to prove it. So of course you discover what you believe in. Maybe there is a reason why they're called to that idea. But now they're actually proving it scientifically, that teleportation. William Brown is working on teleportation right now, in case you didn't know. So I don't know if would you try teleportation, like your cells? Imagine if there is a bug a lag in the download, like of your cells and stuff. I don't know, that's kind of risky, but essentially it would be like a portal. But imagine a community like that of scientists. They're doing their thing, but if they didn't have social media and people who are supporting them be like, oh my god, yeah, this is crazy, yeah, this is, oh my, yeah, and NASA would be like, oh, we're interested in those stuff, tell us the free energy. If they didn't have all that support, this exposure and stuff, they'd probably give up, be like, oh, forget it, this world, yeah, no, that's just sci-fi. So you need to have the people behind you to be like, I mean, of course you need to have your self-belief, and eventually 500 later, like Da Vinci, finally people realize. But we have to say that social media, yeah, we have up-leveled the communication and the exposure to our work thanks to all that. So I'm grateful. And then these were my dreams. I remember waking up yesterday dreaming PTSD. I was in Egypt. There was like a window, and under the window there were engravings, like letters. And and when I wake up, I'm like, what was written on this thing? And then I open my Instagram, and the first thing that pops is like PTSD, like letters like that. I was like, oh, okay. UN and Joe Biden, please get me that job. I can still train with the Naval Postgraduate School now or anytime. I'm ready to move now. This June, so be it. See, I wrote this. Another thing I wrote, I was like, now I understand that none of these guys want me, but I'm 37 and single for too long to admit. What the fuck, man? Okay. And then Okay, and then I have another joke about my mentors. I was like, and if you if you don't believe in magic, well, let me tell you, these guys are wizards anyways. How do you think they got 1 million people for their challenges? They get in your head like, hey, watch my story. And then every night they're playing maracas under the rain, reciting incantation. Okay? Him and his gangster of a partner. That's how they get you. Okay. All right. So, other stuff about time traveling, as we're talking about that. I found a way to prevent Hiroshima. Time traveling. Okay, the best time is now. We're preventing again from the future, and maybe by preventing that, we're also changing history. Where all of a sudden, the effect is going to disappear. That's how you make time loops. So fulfillment, I wrote fulfillment. Yes, fulfillment. Why is it important? When you're reading my book, if you're still watching, when you're reading my book, there are maybe, it's not every part is gonna be to the liking of everybody, or maybe some part, like the part on when I talk about Jesus or the religion, maybe it's gonna make some people a little uncomfortable. But when you look at the whole, it's an encyclopedia, right? The whole thing, realize how much it can help people feel more fulfilled every day. Keep going with this art, this inspiration, be more, bring more quality work. I love the book. Oh, and then, yeah, because in high school I had to choose between science and languages, then communication or teachings. I always wanted to do a job that combines all of the fields, but also with art and politics, health and psychology. Yeah, what does owning your future look like? We're taking you on a journey. Yeah. With the time traveling and all that. But the book is really pluridisciplinary, and doing this workshop is amazing because if you're in a specific field mostly, it's important to bring something different that they can apply, okay, to cross disciplines. And then I don't know, I don't know if I want to put that here. I was watching a movie yesterday. I was watching Advocate for the Devil, which I had not seen before. I hadn't seen maybe a long time ago. And I was like, do you think that this guy, the murderer, the guy who supposedly he's innocent, he says he's innocent from killing these 3 persons. He comes, they're on top of the tower, and he's like, I'm innocent. I just got into that room and there were 3 bodies. Yeah, okay, I touched everything because I panicked, but and then that he had an alibi and stuff like that. And I don't know why later I started thinking about that scene, and I was like, is this a metaphor for President Bush, and the Twin Towers and the Pentagon from 9/11? Because remember, when that happened, he was in his classroom reading to those kids, right? When they came and gave him that. So he was like, no, I just came into that room and, I had an alibi, I was there. And then there was these 3 murders, like these 3 airplanes. I don't know why. I don't know. That's just I have to look at the dates, what date it was created, the movie, or after. But I don't know, that just made me think of that, how, because there was these conspiracy theories, who commanded that and all of that. Does it still happen in some countries that the government can be against their own people for progress or whatever? I don't know. I think politics are better now than it used to be, but more again with the social media now, you're more aware of actually everything that is going on. So it's um, cheering on each other, supporting the work really uplifts the vision of everybody, so we're lucky for that. Yeah. Okay, so thank you guys for listening. I think it was important to remind us that we're friends, that we all work hard, that we all have our ups and downs, and sometimes you have everything, and I don't know, like to help, others succeed as well. So let's work together if you want. Otherwise, I don't know, just work at the airport. It's gonna be great. No, I don't think, no. What, yeah. Yeah, call me.